Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The Governor of the Bank of England has issued a warning about the amount of money banks are lending to us. It comes as consumer borrowing reaches its highest level since 2005. In fact, Mark Carney is concerned enough to ask banks to beef up their finances to protect themselves against the risk of bad loans. He told banks that they were in danger of forgetting the lessons of the past. Here's our economics editor, Kamal Ahmed.
Dylan Brown works in IT, not badly paid, but often resorts to credit cards for the big bills. For him, read millions of others. Consumers working hard to make ends meet, who are borrowing to fill the gaps and pay for those little extras.
Okay, there's your bill, sir.
Thank you. Just because obviously renting a property, have a car, have a career and everything else. So in terms of turning to credit more so than a few years ago, yes, but abusing credit or misusing it, I wouldn't say that that would be the case.
I'd now like to turn to those risks that...
It's not a crisis yet, but today a warning from the Bank of England.
Consumer credit growth has far outpaced that of household income over the past year, with notable increases across credit cards, personal loans and auto finance.
So how bad is Britain's debt problem? The amount consumers have borrowed in loans on things like credit cards has risen to £198 billion. That is up 10% compared with the same time last year. Banks will now have to raise another £11.4 billion as a safety net in case people they have lent to don't pay the money back.
I think Mark Carney wants to be proactive. He did talk of increasing this additional capital a year ago, but he held off because of the Brexit issue. And I just think he wants to make sure the banks also are reminded that they have to be more cautious in their consumer lending, given the speed at which their loan books have grown over the last few years.
What are we borrowing for? To buy new cars with personal finance deals, loans for holidays and home improvements, and with spending on our credit cards in the shops and online.
I think this is an amber warning for consumers and for banks. Not the flashing red lights of the financial crisis when interest rates were higher and banks, frankly, couldn't withstand any type of financial shock. But a warning nevertheless. What if interest rates were to rise? What if prices keep going up? Could millions of people with billions of pounds worth of loans keep making those repayments?
There are uncertainties ahead, whether it's that continuing income squeeze or those tricky Brexit negotiations which could damage the economy. The governor struck a fairly relaxed note for the moment, but banks and consumers beware, the economy can turn. Kamal Ahmed, BBC News.